Yesterday, the Nigerian army released a statement saying that Ruth has been discharged from the Nigerian army, meaning that she's no longer part of them, but they're going to be paying her pension. And we were asking questions. How can you say you have dismissed somebody, or rather discharged somebody, and then you are going to be paying her pension? And now Ruth, explaining her today's video, saying that if before you discharge somebody, you have to set up a panel, I think a BIO or a BOI kind of panel where people will sit down, talk about it, check her, and there will be medical personnel there to check if she's truly mentally unstable. But she didn't have that kind of interview with them. She just sat down yesterday and heard that she has been discharged, and they called her to come sign a document that had that she is being discharged because she has mental issues. And the father told her not to sign. She refused to sign, and when she told the father asked her not to sign because they will use it against her. Now, these same people who knows the truth, they are trying to sweep it under the carpet. So they asked her what she wanted, and she said she just wants justice, that she has gone to Embelembe, that it was a women affairs minister that told her, that advised her to tell the people, write to them that a handwritten letter to them that she doesn't want to continue being in the military. So they asked why. She said because I think the reason why the woman advised her to say that in that letter is so that she will not be in danger, because obviously she has said that the men are trying to unalive her so that she'll stop talking. Because she said when she wrote to them voluntarily that she wants to leave the force, her reasons were that something happened and they did not follow up the matter, which is a good grounds for her to leave, right? Though she's saying that because she has only served in the Nigerian army for only 5 years, it's not up to 10 years that if even in government job, normal government work, working with federal government, if you are not up to 10 years, you cannot leave the job. You cannot retire. Once you retire, you are not going to be, it's not pensionable, so you are just retiring on your own, so they won't pay you pension. But now, because it's contributory pension, they can give you the pension they have when after you have gotten to a certain age. But when you retire willingly, you are not going to take pension until when you are of the age of pension. I hope you understand that. So now when they gave her that, so she heard yesterday that people were telling her that her name is trending, that when they did the test in National Hospital, after the several tests, she said something. She said something that was really very funny. She said this same man that they are saying he's innocent, the man used to take undue advantage of her in his office and handcuff her, put chains on her and make her look like she's mad, and bundle her and throw into a psychiatric home. That he does and take pictures and says to his colleague, why did this thing happen? Just because she refused to have and let the man have carnal knowledge of her. That's just why the man was doing all of this. And because the man did not get appointment like his other colleagues did, but they are the same class. You know how the military, the people you enter are your classmates, so they are his classmates. So each time she reports to the superiors, they don't take it seriously. Even she said this chief of defense staff now, she had reported this case to the man didn't do anything about it. That all of them, they're in the medical side of the military, so the people in the hierarchy, or the man knows them, so he goes there to try to silence her, so they don't listen to her. Now she said that she asked the doctors to give her a copy of the medical investigation they did, and she was negative. She's not mentally unstable, she's not abusing substance. She said a whole lot of things that it's the reason why the army now started taking the matter seriously, is because she came to social media to talk. You guys used to feel that social media is a bad place. No, social media is a place where if people are trying to victimize you and look down on you, the social media can give you a voice. The only reason why a lot of people have not come out to talk is because they don't want to trend for things like that. They cannot hold it. Their mental health, because a lot of people will be saying things off. Some will say this one, some will say the other one, so you will not even know the right one to say. So basically, that's why you see that a lot of victims have not come out to say their own. My own is, why would the Nigerian army allow these men to walk free? Today is her, tomorrow can be another person. And the one that even shocks me is the fact that they put her in casket, according to what she said. they put her in casket. So she's saying that they asked her in casket. She said yes, that those body bags they use in putting military officers when they are no longer alive. That's what they put her inside. That the man takes her to his office to, take undue advantage of her and all that. And when she goes to report, she has gone to the legal services, they did nothing. That she has done everything, she has followed due process to report this man. Each time she tried reporting to the man, they will all quench, they will not talk about it. So now it brings me to the video I did yesterday when I mentioned that how can you say the press asked the military spokesman who was delivering the lecture or whatever during the presentation, he asked him, can we see the reports from this girl's medic? He said no, that it's confidential. How can they show the report? So the man is saying, we Nigerians are asking, why are you saying you cannot show the medical results of this girl, but you have publicly announced that she's mentally unstable? And the girl's father was a wise man, and the girl is also wise to refuse signing that paper, because the moment she puts her signature on that paper, it becomes true that she's actually mentally unstable. Now she's seeking for justice. She said, Nigerians, please, they should wake up and take her to a public, let them bring other doctors, let them stay in an open place and do the test on her to be sure if she's, and she was very, very, she was very okay. When she was talking, she spoke well. There was nothing amiss on something to even suggest that she's mentally unstable. So she was okay. She spoke well, fluently. So it's not a thing of, oh, she did it or she did not do it. You understand? It was real. And a lot of people in the comment section believed everything Ruth said. So now she had exposed seriously the lapses in the military. Somebody said, no wonder the Boko Haram fight is still ongoing and they have not been able to conquer. Why would they conquer it? Because that's where they make money. There are times these people on their own, somebody was saying it somewhere. He said there are times these people will lodge something and they will lodge an attack and say it is Boko Haram. People were saying it. I'm like, really? So the whole thing is just so funny. How the military cannot be trusted is so funny. So because they make money from this thing, some other person was saying that don't they know the kind of things that are happening with the military, especially junior officers. They go through a lot. And in the military, if you're a junior officer, you can't talk. When your senior is talking, you can't talk. That's a whole lot is going on in the system. And I think that if we really want to get it right, if we want to get it right as a people, they need to do a thorough investigation about this girl's case, and they should not sweep it under the carpet, because this girl is traumatized. She's going through a lot. She's traumatized. But for social media, the military would have killed this matter. They wouldn't have talked about it anymore. They would have swept it under the carpet. But the girl has said no. She will talk about it until they give her justice, until she gets justice. And I think I support her. She should get justice by all means, because it doesn't make sense for her to be walking around with this kind of stigma. And they are now saying, they didn't just say she's lying, they also said that she is mentally unstable. Do you know what it means? It means that they are trying to render her incapacitated, meaning that she cannot get any job ever again. But of course, they made her popular. Like she rightly said that they made her popular by coming to print wrong stories about her. They made her popular. They've given her fame. And with the event of social media, a lot of people on the comment section, somebody said he's ready. I don't know if he's a man or woman in the comment section, that he's ready to give her help financially, give her help. So I commented and told the person to check her on TikTok. You see her on TikTok. He wants to give her help and also open a GoFundMe account for her. So imagine if she gets all the necessary help she needs. She doesn't need to work with the military. She doesn't need to. And the girl knows her onion. She knows her military terms. She knows the do's and don'ts of the military. She was saying everything. The Nigerian army just went to embarrass themselves, because that kind of statement is wrong. How can you say you cannot show her details, but you were able to pronounce her? If the medical detail is saying the same thing as your pronunciation, then show it to the press. So at the end of the day, the military went out to embarrass themselves yesterday, and the girl came out to debunk it, to call them liars, that they lied against her, and they should be able to come out to speak the truth for once, because they never gave her justice, and that's why she left the job voluntarily.